Well, I must say this is amazing. I'm always so excited about my guests because they're always all so different. I just had a hairdresser on, and then I had a reggae guy on, and now I have a producer. His name is Rico Lee, and he has it's called SpaceDetective. I believe it's a new film out there, and we're going to talk all about that. But he does many, many things, and apparently he's been following me. You've been following what we do and how we do it. How are we doing?
We're doing great.
Yeah?
We're doing great.
Are we doing okay?
Especially with this weather right now. We're loving it.
Isn't it lovely? Isn't the weather amazing?
It is.
It's just that you open the doors and all that's lovely, and you can actually breathe, except when the wind comes along.
Yeah,
and then the lungs get attacked and everything else. But now you are, Rico, you are a producer. How long have you been producing films, obviously?
Wow. I've been involved in film work, producing music, and acting in films started around 14, 15.
14, 15 years old.
When I started taking it a little more seriously.
Because that was going for fun. Yeah. Oh, you were taking it seriously then?
Yep.
You realized that this is what you wanted to do.
Well, I've always been a ham of sorts.
We are all hams. It just has to come out.
So I've always loved being in front of the camera, and then as I started getting in front of the camera more and more, I realized that maybe I had something that might be a little special. So I just wanted to share that with as many people as I could.
As you could. What sort of parts do you get as when you're cast for a movie?
It's funny. I've been typecasted quite a bit, so most of the time if I get a role, and I'm lucky enough to be blessed with a role, it's usually a cowboy, a gangster, the guy at the bar, a doorman of a nightclub, usually those types of roles.
So is your goal to sort of kind of get a lead in a, or even, the next to the lead? Is that your goal?
Yeah, it is. I think that when you're artistic just in general, it's quite difficult to, expose yourself to the masses.
Yes.
And once you kind of figure out what your niche is,
I've often thought with a niche, and I've seen this with many actors that have succeeded, they have become themselves. They don't play the part, they become the part. Mm-hmm. And I think when you become the part, you're more natural, you're more with it. And I think it's so hard out there to actually adapt yourself to somebody else.
Right.
Because you're you.
Right. I mean, if you overact, it's the worst thing you can do as an actor.
That is the worst.
There's a lot of people that, they're an actor, but when they think a little too much, and instead of just being themselves,
being who you are.
And a lot of big name actors in the country today and in the world, they've made a lot of money just being themselves and enjoying themselves.
Yeah, being themselves and taking on that character. Mm-hmm. And it looks easy, but it's like anything else, but it's not.
It's not. It's not. This particular film, I play a little 3-foot alien by the name of Zizzo.
This is Zizzo, right here.
Yeah, Zizzo's on there, yeah. And he's one of the comic reliefs of the film, and he thinks he's a gangster. So he's like 3 foot tall, and he thinks he's really tough, like Al Pacino in Scarface.
Yes.
So, but it's a fantastic role.
I was going to say that's quite a big role then for the film.
It is. It's
so
one of the.
Oh, he's getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there slowly but surely.
Rico, you're getting there.
Yeah.
You're definitely Rico Lee. Don't forget that name. I love the name, by the way.
Thank you.
It's an easy name.
It was given to me as a young kid. My friends, I had a lot of friends that were Hispanic. I'm from Miami, so.
Yes.
My friends just at a really young age started calling me Rico. I have no Spanish descent whatsoever.
But you're Rico.
But
well,
I'm Rico Lee now,
you also
could
be Italian.
I could be.
You could be Italian.
There could be some of that in
there.
there.
A little bit of that floating around somewhere.
There could be.
But I love the tenacity you have, and it seems like being in the business and marching forward. It takes time.
It does.
It takes time, I think, to recognize yourself.
I would absolutely agree, because if you don't know yourself, then someone else isn't going to understand what you're trying to portray, or who you're supposed to be at this particular instant.
Yeah.
This film, we had started working on this 10 years ago. So, 10 years of hard work, tears, laughter, 10 years of gray coming in.
Yeah, you started out as not gray.
Started out all young, and now I'm old school.
There you go.
But we put quite a bit of work into it, and in the process we met some really influential people that led us down some of the right paths.
And what is this movie about? Space Detective. I'm thinking of, Freddie Otash and all these detective people out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of exactly what the title is. It's about a hero. His name is Shiro, and he's from a planet called Terra. And in the film, he's saving the damsel in distress. He's protecting the universe from implosion. There's thugs and criminals, and there's lasers. And
so
then
it's very up and modern.
It is. It's shot.
In fact, it seems like it's further modern than we are right now.
I would say, yeah.
It's a futuristic film. It seems like it.
It's a futuristic film, and it was shot in such a way that hasn't really been done yet in films and in marketing today. And that's really what makes it mostly special.
Is it out?
It is right now in its festival run. We've been running a film festival run now for about a year now.
Okay.
And in that run, we've been blessed enough to be picked up by quite a few different film festivals.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
We won a few of them. Best Sci-Fi Original Feature Film. We've won some awards here and there. So
the 10 years paid off.
It is starting to pay off.
By the way, we say 10 years. That's not unusual for a movie to come out of fruition of that time. So I mean, a lot of very, very, very big famous movies take a long time to get out there.
They do. The behind the scenes work, instead of just the filming, you've got the script work, and you've got all the special effects that have to be worked out. And since this film is shot in a different way, everything is full contrast. So it looks like a live action comic book with live action people mixed with puppetry and other animated people, and it's something that's so unusual.
I was going to say, how did they put those two together? Because I know animation, it goes very well. Everybody loves this, animation, all the stuff out there. So you've got the two together.
We put quite a few different mediums together to create the look of the film, and you can see the trailer, and you can see 10 years worth of pictures.
Where can you see it all?
You could see it all on Facebook under Space Detective, on Instagram, Space Detective Movie.
Okay.
And we have a really large media following on all the social sites. A lot of people are getting behind this great project, and we want to bring it to as many people as we can and share it, so you guys can enjoy what we've enjoyed for 10 years.
As I'm watching Rico, I'm listening to him, and I'm watching him. You seem a very quiet, sympathetic, very kind person, and you kind of march forward in what you need to do, and you seem to know. This is like the third person on the show today that knows whether you're staying on that channel and you're staying focused on what you really want. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute, Nick, what?
Sydney Chase wants to know how many other films have you done,
and
what genres, and do you have distribution in place?
We are presently hunting for distribution for this particular film.
All right, distribution people out there, come on, get in touch.
We are. There are some other things in the work with this particular brand, so I can't speak too much about that. Other than that,
that's fine. We all know
it's kind of top secret.
Yeah, we all know there's things like that happen.
But films for me, I've been in quite a few indie films over the years, some commercials here locally in Vegas. I was in Rush Hour 2, Ocean's 11, and
keep bragging. I love the bragging part of it. Keep going.
So,
I think it's wonderful.
It's fun for me because it's
well, you're fulfilling your goal.
Exactly, and that's what I moved. I'm from Miami, so I moved out here specifically to be closer to Hollywood.
I lived in Miami for I think 2 years.
Oh, that's where I got the tan from. It's gone now.
Yeah, I was going to say your tan is gone.
It's gone now.
It doesn't have a tan anymore.
It's gone now, yeah.
But it's amazing. I think the work and the passion we put into everything, it really works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it really is.
You can tell, I think.
Yeah, Sid Chase, I want to give you a shout out there. You are just amazing. I haven't seen you and your wife for a little while, but I want to thank you. You tune in every single week for my show, and I just want to let you know that it's amazing, and thank you so much. We've got another question.
Well, no, Sydney actually told you to contact him. He has someone that will help you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you are. See, it all works out together. Everybody helping each other.
It does.
Yes.
And I'm so stoked to even be here in the first place.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's a real
now,
honor.
how is the film? How is the film business in your mind going on in Vegas?
Well, when I first moved out here about 10 or 11 years ago, most of the stuff was still shot in Hollywood.
Yes.
And fortunately, we're all blessed that that's actually started to change. A lot of the big productions are starting to come to Vegas, and we want most of our viewers to know and fans of Space Detective to know that we are local Vegans and we are a local Vegas film company. And the name of our group is Swamp Media Group, and we do everything from music production to commercials to feature films like this one, and we actually have some other projects in the work as well, and so we're hoping to bring those to you.
I love to hear that about the more stuff coming in here, because Vegas truly has any scene you want, and because they're already built. They're all built. You don't have to go out and buy or even put any of these scenes together. In the hotels, they have all the scenes already for you.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of you've got the Paris, you got or anything.
Yeah, Vegas is a great backdrop for
great.
any picture.
There you are. That's what it is. A great backdrop.
It's a great backdrop.
And the women here are amazing too. You're the greatest women, which I wish there was more women in films. I really do.
There's quite a few.
I think we're getting the edge on that. It's funny, when I was driving today, I was thinking, what are the women trying to do? We're trying to sort of get ourselves known, but we've come an awful long way, women. Remember that. Don't think of what we haven't done. Think of what we have done.
And where they're going.
And where we're going. Yeah. I think we're going, and I think we ought to not put ourselves in competition with men, because men do their way and we do it our way. I think we just need to, expand, our horizons. That's all we need to do.
Our lead actress, Angela Risk, she's an excellent actress. She lives in Hollywood now, and she plays the femme fatale in the film.
Oh, that's nice.
And she's a really strong liberal woman. She's a mother, and she's been fighting in the acting scene for a long, long time. Yeah. And it takes a little while to get some credibility with what you're doing.
I know what it's like out there. I've been in the entertainment business since I was 16 years old, and that's just a couple of years ago, because I'm 39 and holding. So
that's right.
I'm staying there.
That's right.
I'm staying there.
I can only wish I look like her. Let me tell you.
Well, we try. We try. We got to think good. Oh, we got another question.
Yes, I actually want to know, what is your relationship and film-wise with Aaron Goodwin?
Aaron Goodwin is one of the stars on Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures.
Okay.
One of the longest running shows on the Travel Channel. They've been running for almost 12 years now.
So they've been running a long time.
We were very, very fortunate to work with Aaron in the early days when he used to do camera work for HBO. And
you maintain friends.
We maintained friends.
See how long? See what happens.
He was our director of photography during this project, and then he ended up getting picked up for a television show, and now he's famous.
Isn't that?
Yeah,
But we must remember, we all start from somewhere, and we start usually down here. We don't get picked up here.
Right.
You're already known. You don't have to. But it's working that. So you're talking about like 12 years back.
12 years back, when we all were just starting out. We originally started the film off as a short, and then as we started filming, we were like, this is really fun. So we kept adding more and more things to it, more and more shots, more and more scenes, and it just ended up carrying over to a full feature.
Now, what about the people you have in your company? Are you managed to keep those people? Who owns the company? Are you all part of the company? Is it a group?
There's little facets of Swamp Media Group. So we have No Ego Productions, which is my partner and I. Yeah. We do all the music, all of the sound effects, all the vocal work, anything commercial that comes into Swamp Media Group. If we do a commercial, it's he and I that do all the sound. Yeah. And then we also have Aaron, which is his side, which is Aaron Goodwin Collections. He does a lot of projects aside from Ghost Adventures. So he's our executive side.
Oh, fabulous.
And then and so there's a quite large group of people that have been
there's
behind
a large
this
group
film.
of people. Well, yeah, but you all work with, and they're all able to get on with, and nobody seems to be jealous about anything. I think you all have your own part, and you know what your own part is, and you don't interfere with each other, and they do whatever they need to do, which is the greatest way to run a business, and not to be jealous of anybody in a business. And I don't care if it's in real estate, or I don't care what business it is, but you've all got to have your own little part that you play.
We started the film collectively as a group, and then we finished collectively as a group.
Yes.
And I think over the years we all kind of figured out what we were really good at.
Yes.
And so we just let everyone else blossom.
And each one respects each other.
And you have the spotlight now because this is this and this. And
so you have no jealousy going on, no fighting, because once you get that in there, you've had it. You've absolutely had it.
I mean, we are family. They always say that you're not supposed to work, in business with family.
Well, you have your wife here. She's doing some filming, and she's
my manager, so
she's your manager.
She says it goes this way, it goes
that way. But but you're able to work together like that.
She's got my
I was married for
friend at
29 years, and my husband and I worked together. He passed away. We worked together 100%, and he didn't. His office was at home, so we were together 24 hours a day.
Wow.
And you know, real estate, whatever he said, not all the time, because I had my input, because he liked that too.
Right.
But we worked together, and it was fabulous, just like you and your wife.
Yeah, because you feel heart. You know, when you have heart around you, you're only going to give out heart to other people.
Yes. It seems to make you stronger. Instead of just being me, you've got somebody else backing you.
Yeah.
So, which is absolutely wonderful. Now, where can they reach you?
You can reach us through our management company in Hollywood, aka Management.
Okay.
That will be the main priority if you wanted to reach us through for a distribution deal or something like that for this film. You can also reach us on all our social sites, Space Detective Movie on Instagram. You can reach us spacedetective.com.
Facebook, you name it,
You can reach me on my websites, Rico Lee Junior, on all of the same websites, Instagram, Facebook. Swamp Media Group also as an individual can be reached there as well. And even No Ego Productions, which is our music company, you can find us there as well.
So they are out there, so don't forget to look them very, very professional, doing extremely well. Rico, thank you so much for coming on the show, and it's just amazing. A little bit more sort of intellect about what's going on in Las Vegas, and of course we are Vegas Live with Nino, and we'll be right back.
Beautiful.